number 25 on the NNSCRA Hunt Brothers Pizza Truck Series, as we're down to 2 races left to go, counting this one. As we're here at the home of the most prestigious late model race of them all, the Snowball Derby, as we're is what the name of the race is actually. But the track's name, Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola, Florida, is where we're at here today for some truck series action. 75 laps of racing here today. For those of you who don't know what the Snowball Derby is, as I mentioned, it's the top late model short track race in all of America that brings together the top short track drivers of America. Every first Sunday of December is when that race runs, actually, and there's actually a race that runs the night before called the Snowflake 100, which is also a late model race, and of course it runs here in the Snowball Derby itself on Sunday, runs for 300 laps around this racetrack. So, and this track only, of course, a half mile in length. So that's what this track is mainly known for. It's also the home track of, well, you know who. And so anyway, that being said, here let's get the starting lineup for today's ring event. On the pole is Seth Cole, number 25, the Citgo Superguard Dodge. He's alongside Cole Deaver, number 3, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet. Both those trucks have in-truck cameras in today's race as well too. Second row has Nathan Hudson in number 6, the Total Chevrolet, and number 16, Charles Sanford, the Papa John Chevrolet. Charles has her third in-truck camera for today's race. Third row, Johnny Gardner in 29 and 44, Matt McIntyre. Next row down has number 18, Stephen Colon, and number 43, the Cummins Diesel Dodge of Mike Becker. A pair of Dodges on that road, by the way, too. Fourth row has Robbie Bogues in number 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet, and number 1, the Sears Die Hard Chevrolet of Henry Williams. Next row down has number 4, Jessica Shelton, the points leader, coming in this race on her way to possibly a championship here this season. She's flanked by number 60, Dana Bouchard, in the Cat Rental Stores Chevrolet. Jessica's won 5 times this season so far. Next row down has number 50, Cat Batson, and number 24, Nathan Ormond. Next row down has number 75, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 99, it's Levi McIntyre. Next row down has number 2, Dylan Young, in the Team ASC Certified Ford. He's alongside number 88, it is Zach Winkle. Next row down has number 21, Quentin Moore, and number 30, Rob Evans. Next row down, Joshua Osborne in number 98, and number 06, Mitchell Collins. Next row down has number 7, Logan Williams, and he'll be alongside number 52, Kyle Matthews, in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Next row down has number 86, Ty Dent, and number 80, and it's Jesse Turner, who won at Charlotte this season. He also won Pocono as well, too. Next row down, Keith Batson, the winner at Talladega, and alongside number 48, Paul Minnick. Then it's number 5, Bill Parker, and 87, Cassie Dent. And the next row down, and next row after that would be another pair of Chevrolets, Josh King in 49, and number 8, Matt Haas. Then it's number 38, Dexter Black, alongside number 62, Roberto Crown Jr. Next row down has number 81, Scott Upton, and number 19, Sebastian Dent. And starting shotgun in the field will be number 83, James Sykes, the winner at Daytona this season, and number 94, Gene Samper, in the Elliott Hardy Super 8 Motels Ford. And Gene coming from way out back as well too. So it'll be interesting to see how all those drivers in the back of the pack will move their way up through the field here at Five Flag Speedway. That said, here comes the command to fire the engines here today.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
So the command has been given to fire the engines here as the pace truck leads the field around for the pace lap. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace truck is on the pit road here as the field comes around off turn number 4. As we get set for green flag here, and we're underway at Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola. 75 laps, the order of the day on this half-mile racetrack here as they come off turn number 2. Seth Cole trying to lead the first lap here as he's got Cole Deaver on the outside of the track. Who's going to lead this first lap? Looks like it's going to be Seth, I think. Yes, it is. By about a half a truck length there going in turn number 1. Truck's getting a little bit squirrely there, coming through turns number 1 and 2. Seth again will lead him down off the 4th corner. Charles Samper and Nathan Hudson battling for 3rd position right now. The 16 and the 6 trucks here, and Hudson will have that spot, takes that spot away. Johnny Gardner behind him in the 29 truck, and you got the 44 of, I believe that is the Nathan not Nathan Hudson, but that's Matt McIntyre in the 44 truck. He's battling right now with his 18 of Stephen Cologne, and behind him is Jessica Shelton in the 4. Shelton's won quite a few times on a short track this season. She's won at Martinsville, she's won it at South Boston, and she's also won at Richmond this season as well too. And crash happened right there on the 2nd turn. Mike Becker just crashed into the truck of Jesse Turner, who is flipped over in the number 80 LCI Ford. I tell you what, like us, we talk about a driver when it rains, it pours. We talk about several drivers like Ormond or Bouchard or Cologne when it rains, it pours for them. Jesse Turner's another one like that. He either wins or he finishes badly. And Paul Minnick thought he had Jesse Turner cleared. Then Turner gets up in a wall ride. Jesse hoping the truck settles back on all 4 wheels, but unfortunately the truck flips over at this point there. Just about comes back and hits the 48 of Minnick. Almost lands on the top of the 48, top of the tailgate of that 48 truck. Then Mike Becker's going to come along right about now, possibly. Here he comes. Right there. He flipped Turner back on all 4 wheels, though, but a bit too late because Turner's been relegated onto pit road, sadly for him. So that's going to knock both him and Becker out of the race, I think. There is Becker showing up on the pits right now as the crew tries to hopefully repair the damage to those 2 trucks and try to get back out there for points. Which that's not going to happen because they're both now out of the race, as I suspected. Restart about ready to happen on lap number 11. Seth Cole leads him down with Cole Beaver 2nd. 3rd is Nathan Hudson. 4th is Charles Samper, and Johnny Gardner is 5th. 2 trucks are a lap down. Two trucks not on the lead lap down the inside. That's Paul Minnick in the 48 and the 06 of Mitchell Collins. As they go through turns 3 and 4 now. As Seth Cole, Cole Beaver, and Nathan Hudson all clear the lap traffic. Here they come through turns number 3 and 4. You're seeing the field right there coming off the turn. Gardner and Cologne trying to get by both the trucks of Mitchell Collins and Matt McIntyre. They're going to bring Jessica Shelton with them, or try to bring Shelton with them, and Shelton follows in behind the 18 of Cologne. And should also bring Cat Batson and Dylan Young with them as well too. The 50 and the 2. Things happen quickly on a half-mile track like this, and it usually does, as we saw with the Turner crash here as they come through turns 3 and 4 now. Battle for 2nd place going on between Cole Beaver and Nathan Hudson. On board Cole Beaver's machine, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevy. Beaver will be driving the number 3 AC Delco car in the NNSCRA Hunt Brothers NNSCRA Mellow Yellow Racing Series coming this season on the NNSCRA channel. And of course, we'll stick with this scheme for Castrol GTX Cup next season as well too, the GM Goodwrench car. But right now, chasing Seth Cole in the number 3 Goodwrench truck as he come off turn number 4 now. And Charles Samper has our 3rd in truck camera, and here he is. He's running right there in 4th position right now behind Nathan Hudson as you jump inside with Charles. Hearing how much they play with the throttle going through the turns here. This track is not really easy to get around, though. Those late model drivers who drive this track certainly make it easy, but but like any other track you go to on the circuit, it's harder than one might make it look. And that's how Five Flag Speedway looks like from the driver's point of view as they come off the second turn now. Seth Cole looking for his first victory, still ahead here. Johnny Gardner runs 5th, 6th is Stephen Colon. Jessica Shelton runs 7th position. She is the points leader coming in this race. And Sanford has dropped back to 3rd spot in the points by virtue of that bad race he had at, I believe it was at North Wilkesboro. No, it was at Phoenix actually when he had the bad race. And then dropped him to 3rd there. Kyle Matthews is now up to 2nd place in the points. And let's see where Kyle is running right now. He didn't qualify all that well. There he is. Matthews back in the 32nd position in this race there, trying for 31st now on Dexter Black. So Matthews, who usually does pretty well, who has run well at the Five Flag Speedway and some of the other series I've done, actually won the only Castrol GTX Cup race on this track actually some years ago. But right now, not doing all that well in the AC Delco Chevy as he runs right now 32nd in the field. Behind him is Henry Williams and Phil Parker. And Williams had a really good qualifying run this year, qualifying in 10th position, and he's dropped to 33rd in the Die Hard Chevrolet. You see some damage he's got to the back of his truck, and actually that side of that truck's caved in a bit on that number 1 Die Hard Chevrolet. Up ahead of him, Dexter Black with another one with a hood buckle on that truck there. The Channel Lock Ford runs in 31st, trying to get by James Sykes and Mitchell Collins right now, the 83 and the 06. Collins again is not on the lead lap. He's in 36th position right now. Sykes, however, is on the lead lap. He's 30th and trying to see if Kyle and try not to let Kyle Matthews pass him right now. Matthews, unfortunately for Sykes, does. And Matthews up to 30th position now as they go through turns number 3 and 4 now. Paul Minnick is 35th. He's another truck that's a lap down. Next truck that is on the lead lap is Matt Haas. He's in 29th. Roberto Crown Jr. 28th. 27th is Sebastian Dent. Josh King is 26th. Jean Sanford, who started 38th in the field, she's up to 25th right now in the Super 8 Motels Ford. Trying to catch and get past, she's already caught, but trying to get past Scott Upton in the number 81 truck. There is Upton in the Universe Chevrolet, or Universe Ford, excuse me. A pair of 1996 Fords going at it here in this bunch of trucks here. Daniel Bouchard running 23rd position right now. Cassie Dent up ahead of him in 22nd. Nathan Orman is 21st. 20th is Robbie Bogues. Keith Batson up to 19th. 18th is Ty Dent. Matt McIntyre's dropped to 17th. Ahead of him another McIntyre, no relation. Levi running in 16th position. That's the scheme he'll run next season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. I know I mention this every race, but he's running that series next season in Castrol Cup. Zach Winkle in 15th position. 14th is Joshua Osborne. 13th is Logan Williams in another Exide truck, albeit a different team than McIntyre runs. Rob Evans is 12th. 11th is Zachary Fitzwater. Quentin Moore currently holds the 10th position right now. Dylan Young in 9th. Kat Batson 8th. Jessica Shelton 7th. 6th is Stephen Colon. Then it's Gardner 5th. 4th is Sanford. 3rd is Hudson. 2nd is Deaver. And Seth Cole is your leader of the race. Catching up to lap traffic right now, and that was your full field rundown from back to the front. We seldom do that back to the front, though, and and sometimes we usually go from first to last in the order, and seldom we go from last to first. So unique way of doing things here. 34 laps in the books, and we are down to 41 to go here at Five Flag Speedway. Cole Deaver right now closing up on him there. The two trucks out of the race are the 43 of Mike Becker and the 80 of Jesse Turner. Fast lap race so far being set by Seth Cole at 106.939 miles per hour. But right now closing up on the back of the 06 of Mitchell Collins, who right now is running 36, a lap down. He's about to be put a second lap down. He and Paul Minnick both, as a matter of fact, about to be put a second lap down in the race. But neither Seth Cole nor Cole Deaver have won a race this season so far. Deaver currently right now is currently fourth in the points coming into this event. Seth Cole had a pretty good season as well too, despite not winning a race neither as well too. Both of them run top 10 in the points coming into this event here at Homestead. Well, Homestead will be next on the tour. We're at Five Flag Speedway, so the season next to the last race, and the last race of the season both is in Florida. Here, as well as where the season starts too. The season started in Florida as well too, and back at Daytona. As they come off the fourth turn, Seth Cole coming down to complete lap number 39. So we're now halfway home. 39 down and 37 to go now. And this laps here take very short to complete here. About some 20 seconds a lap. Nathan Hudson getting past Collins now. Charles Sanford following him, along with Gardner, Cologne, and Shelton. Cologne up the high side right now, trying to go a little bit high on the track here. He now moves inside, trying to get a run at the 06 of Collins, trying to get past him. All the while trying to hold off that number 4 of Shelton as they come off the second turn, now into turn number 3. But they also got Paul Minnick. To contend with as well too, and Minnick is not making it easy on Nathan Hudson and Charles Sanford. Side by side in turn number 3, Sanford trying to get around, trying to lap the number 48 truck. We saw how much of a fight he put up. Actually, we saw how much of a fight that Collins put up with Deaver and Seth. But speaking of Seth, he's already pulled ahead of Deaver by quite a bit of margin right now, as he's comes up in the back of the number 5 truck of Phil Parker, the DuPont Automotive that finishes Chevrolet. In turns 1 and 2 they come here. Parker up the high side, Seth down low. Seth's got on the back bumper of that number 5 machine. And Seth having problem getting around that number 5 truck here, and Deaver's closing up quite a bit. It's now down to 7/10 of a second. It was about 8,300 the last time by, and Seth looks to the inside now at Parker. Nothing doing. Phil still giving Seth a hard time here. Deaver closed it up 1,200 the last time by. I tell you what, if Parker doesn't get out of Seth's way here, Seth's going to see a whole lot of black GM Goodwrench here in just a minute in his rear view mirror. Back inside with Cole Deaver and the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, as he's now pulled over the back of Seth Cole's truck, and then inside of, looks to the outside now, it's inside of Phil Parker in the 5 truck. Deaver saying, hello, Seth, I'm back there. Battle of North versus South between those two drivers here. Seth from the state of New York and Deaver from Georgia. And throw another Southern flavor right there. Parker, of course, from the Raging Cajun from Louisiana. And much as well, too, as they go into turn number 3 now. Wow. This goes to show you that lap traffic can be frustrating to the leaders here, and it's. I'm sure Seth Cole is usually as cool as a cucumber and seldom loses his patience, but he about did with Parker that time by right there, and he finally gets by him. But now Deaver's going to have to try to negotiate around that number 5 truck, and that's also letting Nathan Hudson close up behind him as well too in the 6 truck here, as he and the 16 of Charles Sanford on a bunch as well too. And whoa, gosh, and Parker blocks the 3 truck now. Two of the most iconic paint schemes in all of NASCAR here, made famous by Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon. Except the DuPont truck's number 5 and is on it instead of number 24. But I can usually see that scheme, but still. But all this is now letting Seth Cole just pull ahead right now, as we're now coming down for 20 laps to go this time by, completing lap number 55 here in this race. Looking a little bit back away to the field again here. Zachary Fitzwater runs in 8th position. 9th is Quentin Moore. Rob Evans right now runs in 10th spot. 11th, they're trying for 11th is Kat Batson as she and Dylan Young battle out for position. Then you got Logan Williams in 13th position. Joshua Osborne still 14th. And now Levi McIntyre trying to close up on the back of Osborne. He runs now in. And actually, Logan Williams runs in 12th position there. Osborne's 13th. McIntyre's the one running 14th right now. Levi McIntyre, that is. And Levi now close up in the back of Joshua for the 13th position right now. Another McIntyre. Matt runs in 15th. 16th is Ty Dent. 17th is Keith Badson. Battle for 18th going on right there. As you see, Robbie Bogues trying to get around the 88 truck of Zach Winkle. And he's going to try to bring Nathan Orman with him in the 24 machine, the GMAC Chevrolet. Bogues running in 18th position. Orman is 19th, and Winkle runs in 20th. Cassie Dent's 21st, and 22nd is is 22nd is Daniel Bouchard. And meantime, Johnny Gardner has been kicked up to the high side as Charles Sanford and Nathan Hudson side by side as well too. And now Stephen Colon trying to get by Johnny for 5th position. All the while, now you got a battle of the ladies going on here as Jessica Shelton and Kat Batson go side by side, and Kat's going to take the position away from Jess. So move, and boy, Kat Batson's on a roll now. Look at that 50 truck go. And actually, my mistake on where Kat Batson's running. I thought Kat Batson was on the lead lap, but she's not. She's actually 34th right now in the order, instead of running in the top 10 position. So my mistake on where Kat Batson's running right now. So, but anyway, she's gotten by now Johnny. She's now gotten by Charles Sanford. Now she comes on the back of Cole Deaver's truck. So Deaver's going to have 2 lap trucks to contend with now, the 5 and the 50 trucks, and all the while he's losing ground to Seth Cole, him and everybody else is, because of the lap trucks here. In the turn number, down the front stretch, in the turn number 1 right now, Batson's still trying to get around Deaver, and Deaver trying to hold off the 50 truck. The bad part about 5 Flat Speedway, of course, in this case here, 1, it's hard to pass, and 2, if you do come up to the back of another truck, it's going to be hard to pass. It's going to be hard to find a place to pass them. As you're watching Stephen Colon now trying to do on Charles Sanford right now, the 16 truck. He's gotten around Hudson, but Sanford up the high side in the air. Now Deaver still trying to get around Phil Parker. And oh, by the way, because of all this, by the way, that's let Seth Cole pull ahead by 3 1/4 seconds now over second place. That's all because of that. And we are actually now less than 10 laps from the finish already in this race. So 3 wide off the 4th turn here as we watch Batson and Phil Parker trying to get around Cole Deaver. And Deaver, I'm sure, fuming underneath the helmet, thinking what could have been. He was battling with Seth Cole for the lead for much of this race, and now because of the lap trucks, who Seth got by with no problem, now Deaver's having a hard time trying to get around them. And I guarantee you he's not giving Phil Parker a Christmas card this year neither as well. Meantime, battle for 3rd position is between the 18 of Stephen Colon and the 16 of Charles Sanford. raging on right now, and here comes Cologne. He's now close up in the back of Deaver's truck for second place. Question is, can they get there in time? But right now it's been smooth sailing all day for Seth Cole as he brings the Super Guard Dodge into turn number 3 right now as he's about to come down for lap number 71. In the completion of lap number 71, we have now 4 to go. Batson now gets around Seth Cole. That puts her back on the lead lap, though, but Dexter Black trying to fight to stay on the lead lap in that 38 machine. Lead is now ballooned to 3.35 seconds now between Seth Cole and Cole Deaver. 2 laps to go here at Five Flags Speedway in the Snowball 100. Down the backstretch they come in the third turn. Seth Cole sees the white flag. He'll complete lap number 74 in the lead. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining here at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. Seth Cole started from the pole. He's been the dominant truck all day long. Racing side by side with Dexter Black, and I'm sure not going to do much to try to screw him out of a win here, possibly here, but doesn't matter. Checker flag waves. Seth Cole gets his first victory of the season. He wins at Pensacola. He wins at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola. Cole Deaver comes home in second place. Third will go to Charles Sanford. Fourth will go to Stephen Cologne. Johnny Gardner 5th. 6th will go to Nathan Hudson. Jessica Shelton 7th. 8th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. 9th to Quentin Moore. And Dylan Young finishes in 10th position. Average speed 92.319 miles per hour. Give you the rest of the finishing order in this race here. Rob Evans comes home in 30th position. 31st will go to... Rob Evans will finish this race in 11th position, 12th will go to Logan Williams. 13th, Joshua Osborne, as he just held off Levi McIntyre for that spot. McIntyre was 14th. 15th will go to Matt McIntyre. 16th to Ty Dent. 17th to Keith Batson. 18th to Robbie Bogues. 19th, Nathan Orman and Cassie Dent. Holds off Daniel Bouchard to finish in 20th position. Bouchard 21st. 22nd will go to Zach Winkle. Scott Upton 23rd. 24th, Gene Sanford after starting 38th. Josh King 25th. 26th will go to Sebastian Dent. Matt Haas 27th. 28th will go to James Sykes. Roberto Crown Jr. The last truck to finish on the lead lap in 29th position. Excuse me. Trucks that finished a lap or more down here. Kyle Matthews with a horrible run. That was not the run he needed. He finishes 30th in this race here today. Dexter Black 31st. Henry Williams 32nd. 33rd will go to Phil Parker. Cat Batson 34th. Paul Minnick 35th. Mitchell Cohen's the last truck to finish this race today, finishing in 36th position. Trucks that finished out of the race were Mike Becker and Jesse Turner, with the casualties of the only caution flag of the day. So that will do it here today at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. 36 trucks finished here today, and 29 of them finished on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. Congratulations once again to Seth Cole, the winner of the Snowball 100. And for now, this is Red Racer 1985. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at the season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?